It's wild out there, really. You see this stuff in the news, cargo ships getting hit in the Red Sea, tensions ratcheting up. And it's not just some far-off problem, you know? This affects all of us. The supply chain, the global balance, it's all connected. And let's be real, it feels like it's only a matter of time until some bad actors decide to bring the fight to America. I'm talking about how to prepare for World War III. It's about being prepared. We're diving deep into the 15 things you need to have at home, prepped and ready to go if things go sideways. Let's do this. Look, I'm a huge proponent of self-defense, always have been. But in a situation where the rule book gets thrown out the window, you need to be ready to protect yourself and your loved ones. You must having the right tools for the job. That means firearms, folks. Handguns for close encounters, rifles for when you need that extra reach. Don't forget ammo. And not just a box or two. We're talking about a real stockpile. You need to train with these weapons, understand how to use them effectively, and most importantly, safely. Don't cheap out on personal armor either. Level 3A, 3 or 4. It's an investment in your life. Guns and armor are crucial, but they're only part of the equation. You need to be your own handyman when the world goes haywire. Hammers, screwdrivers, wrenches, the whole 9 yards. And don't forget about keeping those tools in top shape. Equipment cleaners, oils, rags, these are the little things that make a big difference. Same goes for household cleaners. Bleach, disinfectants, the works. When the grid goes down and things start getting messy, you'll be glad you have them. And nails, man, you'd be surprised how valuable a good stock of nails can be. You ever spent a night out in the elements? It's not fun. Now imagine that. But it's not a camping trip. It's a crisis. You need to be prepared for anything Mother Nature throws at you. And that means having the right bedding, sleeping bags, and not just the flimsy summer kind, but also heavy-duty cold weather bags that can withstand freezing temperatures. And don't skimp on blankets either. Wool blankets, thermal blankets, anything to keep you warm. Having a good supply of bedding can mean the difference between a manageable situation and a miserable, potentially dangerous one. Let's talk about something nobody wants to think about but is crucial in a crisis: sanitation. When the toilet stops flushing and the water stops running, things can get nasty fast. This will be a breeding ground for disease. Stock up on soap, and I mean a lot of it. Hand soap, body soap, dish soap, you'll need it all. And don't forget about bleach. Bleach is your best friend when it comes to disinfecting surfaces and making water safe to drink. Baby wipes, too. They're great for cleaning yourself up when water is scarce. When you're in a survival situation, every little bit helps. Maintaining personal hygiene is about more than just smelling good. It's about staying healthy, physically and mentally. Razors, for example. It's amazing how much a simple shave can boost your morale when you're in a stressful situation. Toothbrushes, toothpaste, floss. These are essentials, folks. Taking care of your teeth and gums is crucial for your overall health. And don't forget about the little things that make you feel human. Lotion, lip balm, even a little bit of cologne or perfume. A scenario where the grid goes down. No power, no lights, no internet, no nothing. That's where a generator comes in. It can be a lifesaver, literally. But a generator is useless without fuel. We're talking gasoline, propane, diesel, whatever your generator runs on. And don't just buy a single canister. Stock up, store it safely, and use it sparingly. Fuel will be a valuable commodity in a crisis. This isn't about powering your entire house. This is about keeping the essentials running. Lights, refrigerators, maybe a radio to stay informed. Generators are great for big stuff, but you're going to need batteries for all those smaller devices that keep you going. Flashlights, radios, even some medical equipment might require batteries. And not just one type either. Stock up on AA, AAA, C, D, 9-volt, the whole gamut. You don't want to be caught in a situation where you need a specific battery and you don't have it. And don't forget about those rechargeable batteries. Solar chargers are a godsend in a crisis. They might be slow, but they'll keep your essential devices powered up when you need them most. Sometimes the best course of action is to get out of Dodge. If your home becomes unsafe, you need to be ready to move. That means having a reliable mode of transportation and the fuel to power it. Now, I'm not saying you need a fleet of Mad Max-style vehicles, but having a plan B is crucial. A bicycle, a motorcycle, even an old tractor can be a lifesaver when gas stations are overrun or out of commission. but bugging out should be a last resort. Your home turf is your stronghold. Don't give that up lightly. Forget about credit cards and digital currency. When the system crashes, cash is king. You need hard currency to barter for goods, services, or even safe passage. So keep a good chunk of cash stashed away. Small denominations are best. And don't forget about precious metals. Gold, silver, these have been valuable for centuries for a reason. They hold their value, even when fiat currencies crumble. Keep your cash and precious metals secure, but easily accessible. Liquidity is key. We've talked about self-defense, but what about protecting yourself from other threats? Chemical attacks, riots, even just the elements. That's where protective gear comes in. Gas masks are a must-have. You never know when you might encounter tear gas, smoke, or even worse, chemical weapons. Make sure you have filters that are rated for a variety of threats. Kevlar isn't just for bulletproof vests. Gloves with Kevlar lining can protect your hands from cuts and abrasions. Heavy-duty boots are essential for navigating debris and rough terrain. Information is power. Knowing what's happening, where it's safe, and how to reach your loved ones can be the difference between life and death. That's why having reliable communication devices is crucial. Forget about your smartphone. We're talking about short-range walkie-talkies for communicating with your family and neighbors. Long-range radios for staying informed about what's happening in the outside world. Scanners are important too. They allow you to listen in on emergency frequencies, police scanners, even ham radio operators. When the grocery store shelves are bare, you need to be able to feed yourself and your family. We're not talking about a few cans of soup here. We're talking about a real stockpile of non-perishable food. Beans, rice, lentils, these are your staples. They're cheap, they last forever, and they're packed with nutrients. Canned goods are great too, but be mindful of expiration dates. Learning how to can your own food is a valuable skill. A well-stocked pantry is a beautiful thing. You can go without food for a while, but water is a different story. You need to have a plan for clean, drinkable water. Start by stocking up on gallon jugs of water as much as you can reasonably store. But don't stop there. Invest in water filtration systems. There are all sorts of options available, from simple water filters to more elaborate systems that can purify water from a lake or stream. Rainwater collection is another important skill to master. You'd be surprised how much water you can collect from a single downpour. When hospitals are overrun and pharmacies are looted, you need to be your own doctor. That means having a well-stocked supply of essential medications and first aid supplies. Start by refilling all of your prescriptions. Talk to your doctor about getting an extra supply of essential medications if possible. And don't forget about over-the-counter medications. Pain relievers, antidiarrheals, antihistamines, these are all essential for treating common ailments. If you have any allergies, make sure you have an ample supply of EpiPens or other necessary medications. A worst-case scenario here, where a situation where medical help might be days, weeks, or even months away. You need to be prepared to handle injuries, infections, and even surgery if necessary. A well-stocked trauma kit is essential. This should include things like gauze, bandages, antiseptic wipes, tourniquets, and chest seals. Learning basic first aid and wound care is crucial. Surgical equipment might seem extreme, but in a true SHTF scenario, it could save your life or the life of a loved one. Sutures, scalpels, even a basic surgical kit. These are all things you should consider having on hand. This video to scare you but to wake you up. We live in uncertain times and the world can change in the blink of an eye. It's our responsibility as Americans, as patriots, to be prepared for anything. We've covered a lot of ground here, from self-defense to first aid to stocking up on essential supplies. It might seem overwhelming, but I urge you to start small. Pick one thing from this list each week and start building your preparedness kit. It's not about living in fear, it's about taking control of your destiny. Stay safe out there. Thanks for watching.